Hey, welcome to What the Mother with Boogie,
And Breezy.
episode number 2, people. Breezy, we're big time now.
I mean, you knew this was going to happen. We'd make one, and now we got to make two because we hit it big.
Big
Huge.
time. Huge. Big time.
Huge. Huge.
Big time. Yes.
So, how have you
Um,
been, Mama? How's your week been?
busy, I'm a sports
Mhm.
mom, so I like to sit outside in the cold and watch my kids play sports, looking like a homeless woman. It's nice. It's
I
nice.
always enjoy your pictures of you with the Alaskan coat with the fur. You're
And my lips like this.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Janet
I'm
loves sweet
cold.
faces.
I had on 2 pairs of pants, 2 socks, 2 shirts, heated vest, heated, hand warmers.
No, spring sports are no joke. They're
No,
no joke. The
especially
rain, the
in
wind, it's
especially in
the
New York.
wind. It's the
Yes,
winds that will get you.
the wind.
The
So
wind.
last week, so we're
Mhm.
gonna try to do this every week, guys, depending on our schedule because we are moms.
Right.
We had talked about, pimples.
Yeah.
I
Well, we
love
didn't get into it. We
No.
ended with a little teaser of
Yes.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yes.
And the funny thing is we both have this strange obsession that I know many people do. I feel like it's a very polarizing topic. If you're not watching and you're just listening, Boogie over here is pretending to squeeze hypothetical ooze from her nose.
Oh my god, you don't understand. I have teenagers, they have pimples, and I wanna jump on them like a freaking spider monkey and just
Oh,
"Ooh, bleh."
oh, what is it about that? I just there
I
are
don't
it
know.
it is very polarizing. People are either so grossed out by it or completely intrigued, and I'm fascinated.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Like when the show is on.
I think in my former life, I was a pimple popper. That was my
You think
job.
so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When I'm watching the show, they come in and listen, I'm not going to start shaming on anyone, right? We all have our things. But sometimes it is like a 40 it's like the size of my son. And I'm like, how it had to start off small, right?
Yes.
It had to start off small and now it's a 40-pound child and you're looking for help.
Yeah. That's usually what everyone says. "Why did you wait so long?"
I know. I know.
For
And
the
so when she
show,
does
for the show. It's all
for the
about the show.
show. Exactly. I can't go in with a marble size that won't make air. So let me wait until I have a Mack truck coming out of my back. How do you feel when she pulls out the blade? Oh,
I don't mind.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I love it.
When she gets out one, like, in just one solid
I
ball,
know.
I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so cool."
It is so cool because and then
Yeah.
she calls it different things like, "Oh,
Mashed
this is the
potatoes.
mashed potatoes, the chicken." I mean, you can never look at raw chicken the same way again, but
No,
I'm there
no.
for it.
Yeah.
I'm there
It's
for
gross,
it.
but she's helped a lot of people. I
I
mean,
know.
I don't know her personally. I'm acting like we're friends, but, she's helped a lot of people feel better about themselves. I mean,
Yeah.
nowadays, getting older and feeling better about
Mhm.
yourself, people do
Sure.
different things to make themselves feel and look
Yeah.
good. It all depends on what you're comfortable with.
Mhm.
This is a judgment-free zone, people. There's things I won't do to my face
Mhm.
or body, but by all means, if you're happy with it, you go
Go for it.
ahead. You
To
know,
each their own. To each
I
their
do
own.
die. I do get a little bit of sparkles around the front of my face, and I gotta get. I mean, look, this camera has me looking like a redhead, and I'm
You
not,
do.
which is so weird.
But can I just tell you, and again, for those not looking, you should look because here we have Boogie as a redhead, and I'm here for it again. I like
She's
it.
feeling it. She's feeling
I
it.
I am. It like your eyeshadow looks a little warmer, your lip color, it
I don't
all
have any
goes.
eyeshadow on.
That's not true.
I don't.
You have you
I have
have a
no.
base no, you have a base
No.
color, a crease. You have
I
it's
have
beautiful.
nothing.
Really?
I have nothing. Look.
So not
Yeah.
only are those your natural eyebrows, but you don't have eyeshadow on.
No.
Again, I call you a bitch. Well, you look fabulous.
This is the same person that was like, "I don't like the way I look in the
Okay.
video last week. I look like
Ooh,
shit. Oh,
okay, can
can
we
we
just
crop
take
me out?"
listen to me. Let's take a moment. I got home from work. I assumed a podcast was audio. So I take the makeup off. I throw my hair up in a thing that made it look like I gave up on life. I had gym clothes on and we did our thing. I'm drinking wine from a mason jar, and then you send me the link and I press play. And I'm like, what the hell? Why do I see myself? You know what? Video and audio. And I was a mess. I'm like, oh my God. So I have a Nirvana Target concert t-shirt on, but I had to, you know, do my hair little.
I thought you looked fine.
Uh, no. See, now you're lying and I can never trust you
No, you
again.
know what? She wanted me to come on looking like poop, so I brought my duck
Oh,
shower cap that I was talking about, and I was like, "Fine, I'll wear the
this is
duck shower cap. Does it make you feel
she's
better,
now
woman?"
I love it. She's now wearing a turquoise shower cap with little yellow
This
duckies.
thing, it's come on, it's cute.
That is adorable. If I was going to wear a shower cap, it would be that. It
Yeah,
would be
I
that.
don't
But
even ask me where I got it from. I have no idea.
no, it's fantastic. No, but you know what? It goes to the whole listen, we all have a little bit of an ego, right? Some of us more so than others. We like to do things we think for ourselves, but at the end of the day, it's also like, oh my goodness, what do I look like to others? So I remember when
Yeah.
I was younger, driving in the car with my mother, and I would constantly see her doing this thing where she would put one hand on either side of her face and just pull and pull her skin back. And I would be like, what are you
What?
doing? And now I'm in that stage of life where I'm constantly pulling my skin back and I get it. It's like, I just want just a little help to just pull it up a little because I feel like I'm in
Don't you
that
wish you had
dump.
like a string you could just pull?
Yes.
You know, like
That's amazing. Like the
uh,
marionette,
yeah.
like just pull it, right? Just watch. Okay. If you're listening, I'm pulling on my face and it gives a nice little,
Oh,
a nice
I
little
get it. I
lift.
get it. I mean, look, I never say never. I
Mhm.
don't want to. I don't want to do Botox. I don't want to get maybe lipo, but I don't want to do that stuff. You know,
Right.
I love me for me, warts and all. I've
Mhm.
had emergency C-section. I've had a regular childbirth. My belly button looks like it's sad because I had a
Mm.
hernia. So it's like
Oh.
instead
Oh,
of being like a circle, it goes "Meh," like, oh,
oh,
we're so sad.
a little shed belly
I
button.
have a sad belly button, so I'm
Does
never
it
wearing a
collect the
bikini
lint?
again. Hmm?
Does it collect lint? And a little sad face.
It collects a little lint,
A little
but
lint.
I mean,
Now, let me ask you in all seriousness, why? Like, what is it about the idea of Botox that you're like, not for me? What is it, a fear of what it's going to make you look like? Or,
it's a combination of finding out later on in life that it causes
hmm,
certain diseases or ailments or
sure.
issues, or maybe like a sagging or a palsy of the face.
Right.
Um, that's kind of my big concern, or not
Hmm.
even recognizing myself in the mirror. I mean, you see
Hmm.
there's certain people do it and they look like they're in that perpetual state of shock,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
or their lips are so done that they look like ducks. And
Yes. Well, you
I
know
don't,
what it is? I think that we've been exposed so much to like celebrity, and a lot of the celebrities wait until they really need it and then they do it and they look unrecognizable. A lot of people that I've met, like in real life, just friends, they tell me they've done it and I'm like, "Really?" And I can't tell because
yeah.
they're doing it like preventatively or
Yes,
proactively.
there's I've seen people get a little touch, little pinch.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, hey.
Yeah.
And then other people have done it, and I'm like, and they're like, oh, I got it, and I'm like, no. Meanwhile, in my mind, I'm like, what the hell happened to
Yeah.
you?
I know.
So
Yep.
it's to each its own. I mean, look,
Yes.
I, if it's not hurting, you're not hurting anybody,
Mhm.
and you feel good about yourself, do it.
Do it,
You could
right?
afford it. You like it. It makes you feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, people get boob jobs.
Yeah.
People get boob reductions.
Yeah.
People get butt jobs.
I would love that. Can I just say
You want a
since we're
butt
talking
job?
you know why? Let me let me share with you why. My entire life, my entire adult life, I really haven't had much of an ass. Then I got pregnant, right? And I was like, Damn. I had a nice little, like, thing going on, and I loved it. It filled out my pants. I had a nice, what do they call them? Apple, right? A little apple butt?
Apple bottom
Apple
jeans.
bum jeans, boots with the okay, so then I'm not pregnant and life goes on and I'm back to not having an ass. So I would love to take some of that, peri perimenopausal pouch, the fupa, suck that shit out and put it right in the butt cheeks. That's on my wish list,
That's not a bad idea.
right?
I did have a cute tush back in the college years, but
Yeah,
now I have a mom ass, I
a
call
mom
it.
Is it the mom ass that just goes from, like, butt to thighs, like, one continuous thing?
No, no, no.
No.
I mean, not like you've been looking at my ass, but it
Oh,
goes
I've been looking.
it curves out a little bit and then it has the
Right?
little bing 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 bing.
Hmm, a little bink bink. That sounds
Yeah, a little
lovely.
bing bink.
A little bink bink.
I had a kid today at school tell me I was squishy, and I'm like, no, no one wants to hear
What
that.
were they touching?
My like belly area, like hugged
Mm,
me, and I'm like,
yeah.
no, I don't. No one wants to hear they're squishy.
No. I was getting changed one day. I think it was, like, last year, and my daughter, just walks in. There's no thought that, I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe I knock on mom's door. She just walks in and I'm standing in front of the mirror and I got nothing on. And we both scream and she walks out. And then, like, hours later, she's like, "Can I ask you a question?" I'm like, "Sure." Why were your boobs, like, low? I almost died. I almost, because I'm looking in the mirror thinking, huh, I don't look too bad. And then nothing like a 13-year-old's judgment to just knock you down. I'm like,
They're low.
they were
How
low?
low can you go?
I'm like, I thought my girls were doing pretty good for almost 47. And then, of course, I call my boyfriend and I'm like, she said my boobs are low. It's like, can you confirm or deny that? Be careful how you answer.
Yeah, it's not so you want to hear stuff about your body, and
No,
kids will tell you
I
whether you like it or not, and you're like,
know, I know.
oh, thanks, kid.
Mhm. Yeah. And I've
Thanks.
been, you'd be proud of me. I started going back to Orange Theory, and I was there yesterday. I was so proud of myself. And, Orange Theory, they have you kind of going from, like, treadmills, weights, rowers, and you kind of go. And there's a coach, and they keep you motivated, and it's great. And I was on the workbench doing the weights, and I got really thirsty. So I just turn around, grab my water bottle, take a swig, and it was like a regular, like, Poland Spring water bottle, right? Put it down, turn around to look on the floor where my keys are, only to see that's where my water bottle is. So what I actually did was I drank out of the water bottle from the person next to me. Okay? This couldn't have happened to a work, like, I
Oh my
almost
god.
died. Yeah, I'm not
Oh.
kidding. And I sat there and I'm like, I now have COVID, syphilis, gonorrhea, and I'm never working out again. And in my head, so my head is spinning. I'm terrible with germs. And it would have made it a little better if somehow and this is going to sound terrible, but I'm just being real. If this person that I drank from was like a fitness goddess, I would have been all
Or just
right.
a
I
regular
mean,
Joe Schmo. You're like, "Guh."
no, she looked like she's been through things, and I'm just like, and then I
Ah.
was like, "Do I tell her? Don't I?" And then before I can make up my mind, she drank out of a water bottle, and I'm like, "Well, now we're bonded forever." And I'm gonna end up in the
Uh,
ICU because
but isn't
I
it
was
crazy though?
horrified.
We bring water bottles to everything. I don't remember ever having a water bottle growing up.
Never.
We were always dehydrated.
I know, and somehow we made it.
Like summers.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but growing up in the city, I had a quart of water that lasts me all day. And that thing was like this big. That's it.
You grew up in the city.
Yeah, I grew up in Queens. I mean, there was
You were drinking from the hoses of other people.
no. I lived in a
What?
building. There was no hoses. There was a water fountain, maybe, but it never worked. And then there
Uh-huh.
was the sprinklers. And then everyone said, no, someone's pissing in the sprinkler, so don't drink the sprinkler water.
What?
But we didn't have, there was no water bottles.
No,
No one
Hydro
was hydrated.
Flask.
And even back then, I mean, all I remember is my mom mixing Kool-Aid or that iced tea. And I'm like, the insides of my body must be like
Oh,
pink
yeah.
or iced tea colored because that's
Yes.
all we drank.
My mom had
And
the
soda. We were
4C.
allowed soda. My
Oh,
kids are not
soda
allowed
was
soda.
yeah, we
Yeah.
had the 4C iced tea mix.
Yeah.
We had Tang. I don't know if you had
See, you
Tang.
you were richer. You had Tang. I didn't have Tang.
Mom, did you hear that?
I had the
We're
Pathmark
rich.
brand. I had the Pathmark brand
Oh,
iced
we had
tea.
Pathmark. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And
But then we had 4C. Yeah.
you know, the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah. You throw you throw that pink powder in that Tupperware jug that you would go wiki
Oh,
wiki wiki.
yes. And it would just stain. It would take on whatever color.
Yeah. It
Yep.
stained the entire cup,
Yes.
stained your teeth, your whole
Mhm.
body.
Yep.
Yeah, when they cut
And we
me
had
open,
Coca-Cola.
I'm gonna donate my body to science, and they're gonna cut me open, and it's gonna be like it's like colored of watermelon color from
They're
the
gonna
high C.
You know what they're gonna say? She was a child of the 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
They're gonna be able to tell when we grew up just from the
yeah,
inside color.
yeah. I mean, that's what I think about. I'm like, God, it's like, oh, I forgot my water bottle. Oh, make sure you bring a water bottle. Did you
Yeah.
drink enough water?
Mhm.
We never drank water.
I know. I know. Between the water and the sunscreen, I know my kids hate me. I'm
My
constantly
mom was
on
good with
them.
sunscreen, thank God.
Oh, yeah, but I am constantly my mom will listen to this, but my mom was the mom that was at the beach that had the tri-fold,
Ooh, I know.
cardboard
Aluminum,
with the tin foil, the aluminum foil and
aluminum.
baby oil and the baby oil, and sitting
No,
there with it angled just so that the cancer radiating streams of light would
would hit
hit
her in the
that
face.
right, and then just hit her in the face.
Okay, and my mom was the opposite. She would sit there with this big brimmed hat, a shirt like this.
Uh-huh.
We would be caked in suntan lotion where we look like little ghosts walking around in the sand.
You have that white thick cream.
Yes. And she would sit there with these big sunglasses and this hat, her hat, her
Oh.
a button-up shirt, the
Mhm.
blanket over her legs, and I was like, "What? Why even bother coming to the beach? Why?" But you know, thanks to her, I mean, I my skin's pretty decent, and I've always
Yeah.
worn a hat, and my kids, you
Mhm.
know, are fair, so they, you know, they hate it too, and I'm always like, goop,
I know
goop,
you
goop.
have to. No, you have to. We gotta protect ourselves.
Yeah, but we
But do
didn't know
you
back
have
then.
you what?
We didn't know back then.
No. No, definitely not. Do you
No.
have a I don't know if a wish list, but I guess maybe a wish list of the things that if you had to point out the things on your body and you don't have to share what they are, or you can, that you'd like to
She likes to do
change.
that.
I am.
You can share or
You can
not.
share it. You don't have to, but I'd love for you to. Do you have any of those things
Things on my body I want to
that
change.
you want to change? Or are you like, you know what? I'm good. I am good as I am. I love who I am.
I mean, my head's all right.
Your head? Your
I
head is
wouldn't
beautiful, Janet.
I have a decent head.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting rid of this menopausal belly.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Smoothing that out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, maybe making the boobies a little more perky.
Perky, sure.
Um, and I don't
What
like my feet.
you don't like your feet.
No,
Oh.
I don't like them.
Why? What's wrong with the feet?
I
Do you
know
have
they're talking about me when I get a pedicure.
oh,
Yeah, they're like,
mine
"Oh,
are
what are these?
always
These they get out the saw. They're like,
Now, is that because your nails are like talons, or do you have like rough skin? What's happening there?
I moisturize. I buff them
Mm,
myself. I put the socks on. My
right.
nails are just thick, and my
Oh,
toes are long,
oh.
like fingers. Ugh. I hate them.
You know, next time we go to the beach, I'm going to be checking those puppies
I
out.
know, and I get pedicures, and I know they're like, "Oh yeah, pick a color." Meanwhile, they're
And then
like,
they're
and then
ripping
they're
you
busting
apart.
out that they're like, "Oh, we need to go in the back and get the sand buffer."
Sure, the
And
sander, the
they
foot
wind that up,
sander.
and they're like, you see the skin and everything flying all over the place.
Oh,
Yeah, I hate my feet. That's why part of me doesn't really mind winter because I get to hide them.
Sure.
So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, those are that's kind of my wish list. You
Yeah.
know,
I know. I feel like we're coming out of hibernation right now,
yeah.
and I'm looking at my feet and I'm like, "Oh, we need some love." The first pedicure after the winter. I'm not somebody that gets pedicures all the time. So that first pedicure after the winter, I'm embarrassed.
Well, it doesn't help that I had someone step on my foot, so
Oh.
one of my nails is black.
Oh.
Yeah, it was an accident. I kind of screamed, "Kelly Clarkson!" And I knew it. I knew it as soon as I got hit in the foot. I was like, "It's going to be black." And yeah,
Yeah.
it's been black since October.
Oh, wow.
They say it takes a while.
Sure.
So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna have to wear black nail polish for the rest of my life.
That's all a little goth.
What
Bringing back
about
the
you?
90s.
What would you change?
You know what? I really do try to have that whole, you know what, this is me and I love me. But I have, when I was younger playing softball, for those listening and not looking, I'm taking my glasses off and showing my profile. I got smashed in the face with the softball really hard and it kind of screwed up the bridge of my nose. So sure, I'd like that. The boobs, because evidently, according to my 13-year-old, do you hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? I feel like somehow my
Uh-huh.
boobs need a little lift. I have that same issue with the pouch right under the belly button. It's an area that just, and I can't even say it was from getting pregnant. For me, I got pregnant, I had my daughter, and some people might curse me, but I went back. I went back to my normal self. I know.
Come
I'm
on.
sorry, but right now right now, I look
After
like
I had my daughter, I had a six pack. Shut up.
I didn't have a six
Shut up.
pack. I just went back to being snatched. No,
So
no.
rude.
But I now I have it. I have I
Well,
feel
that's
like
what
I have
you
a
get.
what?
That's what you get for having a
That's
little
just
six pack. I had my baby and then I went right back to my size 2 jeans. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, whatever. I have a big meal and I look people are like, What do you do? Yeah, kiss my ass."
but I have a fanny pack now, okay? And it feels like it has ankle weights around it. And
So
sometimes
you
I
would like
play
to get rid of your fanny pack.
I'd like to get rid of my fanny
All right.
pack.
All
And I
right.
would
All right.
just like to distribute the fupa into different areas like the S. I don't think
Yeah.
that's asking too much. It's a recycling
Yeah.
of
I mean, they do. Don't they take it from people's legs and thighs
yeah.
and yeah.
Would it be wrong to
Re-
start a GoFundMe for that?
redistribute the wealth. I have
Redistribute
plenty to
the
give you
wealth.
from my belly area. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. If there's
What?
any women out there that want bigger boobs or bigger butts, I could give you some of my fupa.
There you go. I think we have something. We could donate fupa fat. Yes. And they could come with a little tracker. And when you scan it, it tells the story of the mom's fupa that you now have in your body.
This butt was donated by a woman who had emergency C-section,
I love it.
and she graciously donated her belly fat
Her belly
to
fat.
you.
Lovingly, fupa
Clap,
to
clap,
you.
clap, clap, clap.
Yes, I think
What do we
we're
call
on
it?
to something. I think we're on to something.
We gotta come up with a name for this business.
Absolutely. I think people would line up to have what is wrong with us?
Are we?
Okay.
I mean, I know it sounds terrible. We're gonna play that music in the arms of an angel.
Like the Sarah McLachlan infomercials with the dogs.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we'll make
I
an
didn't have.
ad
I didn't have
video.
a. I suffer from no acetol.
No assitis.
Yeah. No, I had no acetol, and this lovely woman donated her belly fat to me. In the arms of-
I love it. I think it could work. So I think if I'm ever going to share this, this would probably be the episode to do it on, since we're talking about bodies and uh, pimple popper type stuff. So I have a little bit, and I'm going to use the term OCD, and I'm not using that lightly. I have a little OCD-ness in me, And okay, so in the summer when people peel,
Like from skin burn, like sunburn?
like sunburn.
Okay. If you collect
Janet,
skin, I'm gonna throw up.
what did you say?
You don't collect skin, do
I
you? Are
don't
you?
collect skin.
Am I gonna worry about that?
However,
He puts the lotion so it.
put the lotion on. I
Yeah.
have an issue. Okay, so hear me out. Just hear me out for a second.
Okay.
Although I'm a big germaphobe, I don't touch me, don't drink out of my water bottle. If I see somebody at the beach and they're peeling, I so badly want to go over and peel the skin off their body. I know, I'm sorry. And I just lost
Excuse
our
me.
audience.
911. Hello. This is a weird lady peeling my skin, my back skin.
Is it just me?
There could be someone out there that has the
It's
same.
but I'm not it's awful. It's awful. If I
Wait, so you
see
want
it,
to go just peel the skin off of a stranger who's just sitting on their blanket, enjoying their beach day, eating their sandwich with their family, go
yes,
behind them and just pick at their skin?
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh,
I
okay.
I know it's awful, and I wish I was joking. I wish I made this up just for this episode, but I'm not. There's something about it. Like I can't if I see it in my mind, I'm like, it needs to be pulled. And I've literally had to look away from people. So I know.
I'm not going you to the beach. I'm not going to get arrested
I
for
it's terrible.
assault.
I used to. Okay. So my ex during the summer, he would be standing in front of me, we're getting ready for the beach. And if he had a peel, I would just start talking to him just to distract him and then just start picking at him. And he would look at me and he'd be like, I know what you're doing. You sick bitch. I know what you're doing. And I'm like, just shut up. Just keep talking to me. And I needed to, and he'd be like, you have 5 seconds. And then he'd have to walk away.
I mean,
I'm
I get it on that aspect because sometimes I'm talking to my teenagers
sure.
and they'll have like a pimple on their chin or off here, and they're talking to me, and the whole time I'm looking at that pimple. I
Right.
just want to jump on them and squeeze the shit out of it.
See, you
And
get
they know,
me.
and they're like, Mom, you're not even listening to me. You're just looking at my pimple. They
You
know.
get me. You get
So I
me.
kind of get that. I mean, but you're talking about
I
strangers.
know.
That's a little
It's
that's a little sus, as my kids like to say.
I feel like I shared too much. I feel like there was a
No.
line and I've crossed it.
It's not even a line. It's just I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I
Remember
mean, I don't peel, so I don't have to worry about you.
so you're good. Hey,
I don't really burn.
do you remember 3 seconds into this episode you said this is a no judgment zone or
Yes, I'm not
judgment free?
judging. I'm not judging.
I feel like you're judging.
I'm just scared. I'm just I'm a little afraid.
I'm just afraid for my life, but no judgment.
No judgment. No judgment at
No.
all, but I'm not letting
Yeah.
you near my peeling children.
I know. I wonder though if it ties into like that fascination we were talking about, like the pimple popper stuff. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from, but it's an issue. Like I used to love to do the put glue on your hands. Don't tell me you didn't do this when you were little.
Yes,
Put
yes.
glue on your
Okay.
hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
I
then
think
peel it
maybe it
off.
stems from that. Maybe I need therapy and maybe we need to retrace those steps back to daycare with the Elmer's glue.
Nothing better
Something
than
happened.
Elmer's glue. It's the best.
It's that
There was always
smell
that one kid though that would eat it.
that would eat the glue.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
lick
didn't
the
eat it.
glue.
I used to peel it off and then roll it
Yeah,
in a ball, and then I would
right.
throw it at somebody.
So how is that any different from me doing that to skin?
Because you want to pick it off of a stranger,
I know.
not
I
off your
really
own
do.
self.
I know.
Poor Carl is sitting on that blanket by him, with his family,
Yeah.
making a sandcastle, and you want to just jump on him and peel his skin.
I think I'm doing a public service.
I'm sure his wife will love that.
Sure. I'll be like, listen, I just need to take the top layer of skin off your husband. There's no attraction. It just
Oh,
needs to happen.
oh man, I
I
love
know.
it. I mean,
I'm
yeah,
all
we all
set.
have our thing. Look, no matter what thing you have,
Mm-hmm.
do your thing, be a good person, and if you're not hurting anybody,
I'm not hurting anybody, Janet,
then
unless I get really deep
well,
and then pull it down.
you
I'm
know,
not hurting anybody. No, but I agree. Listen, like, we're everybody is aging. Some of us are just more advanced at it than others, and you gotta do at the end of the day what makes yourself feel good, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
We got to talk about what we're going to talk about next week.
go
Are we
for
gonna,
it.
are we going to have to talk about your need of therapy for the skin peeling? uh,
I'm taking any, recommendations from any of
well,
you out
we
there that
do
know
have
a
an
bit.
email. It's whatthemothernyc@gmail. So if there's any topics you want us to talk about, please
Sure.
email us. It's all welcomed. I think next time we'll get together and talk about what's for dinner. What's for
Oh,
dinner
ooh,
every
every
freaking
night.
day.
Every
I
night for
feel
the
like
rest of
all I
our
do is
lives.
plan what's for dinner every freaking day.
For the rest of our lives, though.
Yeah, it's
It's the
really
rest of our lives.
freaking annoying.
I know. No, that I could go on about that, and I definitely need some help there, so, all right, girl, well, listen, I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to it.
Yes. We'll see you guys soon. Behave
Bye.
yourselves, especially you, but Breezy. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.